Hey, what's up, y'all? So this is my what's in my bag video where I'm showing you some of my favorite gear I like to carry with me when I do leave the house with a backpack. I don't always carry a backpack, but you can kind of call this my everyday carry video. So this video is sponsored by Baseus, and I'll be showing you some of their products here in a little bit. But first, I got to start with the bag, of course, in the what's in my bag video. So this is the Peak Design travel backpack, and I've been using this for like 3 years or so. I've traveled all over the world with this. It's a great backpack for carrying camera gear, tech, and also clothes as well, because in the main compartment you have this big open cavity that can work with their kind of cube system. So basically they sell 3 different sizes of camera cubes, small, medium, and large, and the same sizes go for their clothing cubes or kind of packing cubes. And basically you can mix and match them depending on what your loadout needs to be. So I typically go with the medium camera cube and also the small kind of clothing cube for all my clothes and stuff when I take my 2 to 3 day trips. That works perfect for me. And each camera cube does come with adjustable Velcro dividers, so you can kind of make the layout of the camera cubes work with the equipment that you are carrying. But you have plenty of pockets for organization for carrying tablets and laptops, and also in the front you have multiple pockets. And this has 2 water bottle pockets that double as tripod holders, and they have straps where you can strap your tripod to the side of the bag. And then also on the back, I like the fact that you can hide the straps when you're not using them. So this is good if you're putting them in putting this in like an overhead bin or something. And this has multiple handles for carrying. So you have one on the bottom, one on the top, one on each side, and also one on the back here. So you can carry this thing in different positions. And also the one in the back does work with your roller bag, so you can slide it through and have this sitting on top of that. So yeah, this is just a solid, durable bag that's kind of very flexible for all different situations. But let's get inside of this bag and take a look at one of the first things that I usually put in my bag when I'm getting ready to leave. And this is the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, the one that came out in 2021, so the latest generation. But the case that I'm actually using on it is the Logitech Combo Touch case. Now I like this case because it does have a pretty big, wide kickstand on the back, so you can put this thing in multiple different configurations. So you can place it all the way down if you want to like scribble and do some drawing with a stylus or something, or you can prop it up for movie watching. But it also does come with a keyboard case with it, or a keyboard attachment that attaches via magnets. And so this is a backlit keyboard. It has their biggest touchpad that they put on one of these type of cases where you can click anywhere on it. So yeah, really solid keyboard, nice travel on it, it's pretty decent. But then also if you're not using it, this is the best part, is that you can just take it off and you can leave it at home, which I do most of the time. And then now you can just enjoy the video on the front screen here. And then also I like this because when you are using this on the plane or something, the keyboard is not going to be taking up space on your little kind of tray table and stuff. So that's one thing I don't like about the Magic Keyboard, is that keyboard is always there. This one you can take off. And if you don't want to use the keyboard case and you still just want to keep it with you, you can always just flip it around and you can have the keys on the back of the iPad Pro here, so you can always have it with you. And you also have a space here at the top where you can put your Apple Pencil to charge it and keep it for storage. And then this does connect to the iPad Pro via the smart connector, so the case itself doesn't need to be recharged, just using the power from the iPad Pro. And I really don't need to spend too much time talking about the iPad Pro. You know what it is. It's a very powerful device. It has the M1 chip inside of it, so plenty of power for video editing or playing games. And the XDR display on this thing is amazing. It's great quality for watching movies and stuff, which I mostly use this iPad Pro for. So solid device. I'm still waiting for Final Cut Pro. Yes, I'm one of those waiting for that to drop for the iPad. But yeah, great device where I typically carry this with me and not my MacBook Air. Unless I'm editing, I'll use the MacBook Air for that. But 9 times out of 10, this iPad Pro will be with me in my bag. All right, so what's going to be next? Let's get inside of here. Oh, let's talk about battery power. So usually when I'm traveling, I need to have something that can give me some juice when I'm starting to run out of battery, when I'm on a plane all day or something. So this is the Baseus 65-watt 30,000 milliamp hour portable battery bank. And so this thing has a bunch of ports on it. So it has 5 dedicated for output. So you have 3 USB type A ports that support 15-watt charging. And then also you have 1 USB type A port that supports 30-watt charging. And then you have your USB type C port, which is going to be the best one, supporting 65 watts of charging output. And then for input, you have a couple of ports that you'll be using. You have one which is a USB type C port that supports 60-watt charging. So you can recharge this power bank in just about 3.5 hours back from 0 to 100. And then this is cool because it does have a LED display here on the front that will be showing you 3 different modes of information. So you can choose between seeing your power or your voltage or your current information here on this display. So it's definitely something unique and different. And I think this is the first one that I've used on a portable battery bank. So it's kind of cool. And then also just having that 30,000 milliamp hours of juice inside of this. So this can charge a 13-inch MacBook Pro from 0 to 100%, or your smartphone like your iPhone or Samsung phone multiple times over. So this is great for camping or great for the family if you have multiple people that need to charge, or somebody like me that's a geek that has multiple devices that I might need charging. This is a pretty good power bank. But if this is too much for you, they do offer a smaller one that has 20,000 milliamp hours. It also does have a little display here on the front too. Now this one has 2 USB Type A ports, 1 USB Type C port, and also 1 micro USB port, but this also does support 65-watt charging. So I'll put links down below to these, and of course everything else I'm talking about in this video in the description, so go check it out. All right, so what's next? Oh, let's talk about this little guy. So this is the Insta360 Go 2. This is a tiny action camera. It comes in this case that is a charging case, so when you put it in, it will go ahead and get some battery life back into it. But this little guy comes out just like this, and this is it. So this can get you 1440p video, and you can see by the footage that I'm showing you right now, it actually produces some really good quality. So from this little action camera, you have amazing stabilization, and I've used this for a lot of my videos, especially like my electric bike reviews, where I put this thing on a selfie stick and I can get this cool angle where I can rotate around the bike when I'm riding it. Or it also comes with multiple different kind of accessories inside of the box, like this sticky mount where you can use this over and over again, but you can stick it onto like the side of my bike here, and I can get this different angle very easily. Then when I'm done, I can go ahead and move it to another position or just pack it up and just kind of use it again next time. And then yeah, I just had fun mounting this in this front facing shot where I was able to put this on my helmet, and I had a little pole extended out in front of me, and I was able to get this really cool kind of selfie shot when I was riding my bike. And you can see here that because this camera is so light, it didn't move at all. But also too, this camera case doubles as a tripod. So when you put the camera inside of it, you can extend these legs like this, and now I can mount this on the table and record some video. You can also use the smartphone app that you can download along with this to be able to remotely control this camera. And also you can download and offload your footage from the camera wirelessly over to your smartphone via this app, and then you can also edit it inside of the app if you want. Now this camera is also water resistant, so don't be afraid to get it wet, and also the lens does screw off just in case you scratch it or crack it, and you can easily put a replacement back on it. But my favorite part about this whole system is that this camera does come with this thing right here that allows me to magnetically attach this thing onto my chest, and now I can take hands-free video. So this is a little pendant that it comes with that you can just wear all the time, and so when you're ready to get that shot, you can just snap the camera on, and it's really cool and way better than having to have like a chesty mount or something. So yeah, this Insta360 Go 2, a very fun little action camera. Because it's so small, I always carry it with me. Now, I really like that camera, but there's another action camera that I am in love with too, and this is the GoPro Hero 10. So the latest version of the GoPro that can record 5K video. It can record 4K video up to 120 frames per second, which is insane. The front lens does also twist off too, just in case you scratch it. You have a display on the front for being able to frame yourself properly if you have the camera pointed towards you. A very nice display on the back, and this does have a faster processor inside of it, so moving around the software on the screen and stuff is faster than the previous GoPros. Of course, you have that built-in water resistance as well, great stabilization, and also the video quality is awesome. So this is the one that I like to use for getting the best quality out of a little action camera. But something new that I just picked up that I've been using with this GoPro is the Ulanzi GP-4 GoPro Quick Install Magnetic Adapter. Long name, I'll leave a link down below in the description. But this little thing allows you to basically have a mounting system that's very easy to move this GoPro around your setup. So this system allows you to put the GoPro in, give it a little twist, and then now it's going to be secure inside of that mount, and now you can go ahead and record. But then when you're ready to move it to another one of these mounts, you just twist it the opposite way and pull it out. So it is using some magnets inside of it to kind of keep it there secure along with that twisting mechanism. But overall, I haven't had anything fall while using this system, so that is good. And I've been using this on my electric bikes and stuff, so it's pretty reliable for me. But it just makes going from my chesty mount to a mount on my bike to maybe like a selfie stick a lot easier with this particular setup. And of course, you can use this with like the Insta360 Go 2 and other cameras too. But now for my big boy camera that I use on the go, this is the Sony A7S3, a beast of a camera, and I have it paired with the the new Tamron 28 to 75 millimeter 2.8 lens. A good piece of glass, really good zoom range for all different types of situations. My go-to lens for pretty much everything. But this camera can record 4K video at 120 frames per second. It's great for photos, it's great for videos, as you can see here. And this also comes with a full HDMI port that I use to connect to my external monitor when I do use it. But this does have a flippy out screen here that you can use to be able to frame yourself up when you do have the camera or when you're sitting in front of the camera, and also just getting different angles, low angle shots and stuff. So it's good to see Sony has finally moved over to the flippy screens. And yeah, I don't need to spend too much time with this camera. I haven't had any overheating issues or anything like that. The autofocus is great too. Just a solid beast of a camera that I use for all of my outdoor shooting. Now, something else that I carry with me to pair well with this Sony A7S3 is the Peak Design travel tripod. So I have it here, right here on the side of my backpack. So let me go ahead and get this thing unstrapped here. So this thing is my favorite tripod of all time because of how compact it is. Look at this thing. This is it. It has like the footprint of a water bottle when you look at it kind of straight on. And so there are two different versions of the tripod. All of the features are the same. It's just a weight difference between the two. This is the carbon fiber version, and they also have the aluminum version, but they all share the same features though. But this one is about like 0.7, 0.6, something like that pounds lighter than the aluminum version. And I can tell you, when you are using one bag to travel with and you have a lot of gear, any type of extra weight that you can get rid of is important, and I really do appreciate the weight difference. But the aluminum version, again, as far as the features, is just the same. So these tripods do have this really cool ball head system where it allows for the tripod to remain very sleek, and when you're not using it, it kind of just slides back into the tripod. But it has this twisty system where you can twist to unlock it and move the ball head to get the right angle that you're looking for. And this system can handle a lot of weight. So you can see here that I had my, I think at the time, my Sony A7 III, and also an external monitor with the battery pack on it, and it was able to hold this portrait angle here very easily. There's no movement at all. This tripod also does have a built-in smartphone mount that's right here in the center tube, so you can pull that down, and then now you can place it on the tripod head and then mount your smartphone, which that's just pretty ingenious, right? And this also does come with a nice carrying bag to keep your tripod protected when you are traveling with it. And this also has a bag hook, so you can put your backpack on it and keep your bag off of the ground, or also that bag can help with stabilizing the tripod, especially in windy situations. But I have to tell you that I've been in some windy situations and the tripod is pretty rock solid, even for this carbon fiber version. And it's also very easy to invert the center tube, and that will now allow you to mount your camera at a lower angle to get some really cool, unique shots like that. All right, so what's next? What's next? Okay, let's talk about audio here. So what I use to capture audio on the go is the Rode Wireless Go 2 system. So it does come with one receiver here that you can connect to your camera. And then also it does come with two transmitters. I have one in my pocket right now because I'm using it along with the Rode Wireless Lavalier 2 system here. And I've been using this for the entire video, so hopefully the audio sounds good. But you can also take one of these transmitters here, and they each have this little clip here that you can easily clip on to your collar, to your jacket, or to something, and then now they both have built-in microphones and you can capture the audio that way. But then also they both have built-in storage too, so you don't need to take the receiver at all. You can just take one of these transmitters and just capture the audio on them, and then when you get home you can use a USB-C cable to plug it into your computer and download the audio files after that. Oh, and I almost forgot to show you this little hack that I use with this, the transmitters with this, because sometimes I want to use them with my t-shirt, especially in the summertime, and I don't want to have it clipped on my collar because it's too close to my mouth and it starts peaking. But I got this little sunglasses holder here off of Amazon, and I'll leave a link down below. But basically you can put it in between your shirt and connect it like so, and then now you can take one of the receivers, click it on just like so. So this allows you to keep it away from your mouth a little bit. And then the last thing I want to show you is also from the sponsor, and they sent this over, so I wanted to kind of quickly cover this. I haven't been using this for a very long time, but these true wireless earbuds from Baseus, and these are called the Incock 11s, and these cost like 35 bucks on Amazon. And so they don't have like any type of active noise cancellation or transparency modes or anything like that, but it is rated IPX8 for water resistance. It does come with a wireless charging case, so you can place this on a wireless charging pad, which is unique, especially for that price point. Uses USB-C to charge, and basically these sound good. Like for the price point, I was able to listen to these things and listen to some music, and they sounded good for me. And yeah, I think this is good for people who don't want to spend $100 or $150 on a pair of wireless earbuds, or maybe you're getting this for your kids or something. So even if they do lose them, it's not going to be too bad on your pocket there as far as your money. But yeah, I think for the price point, good quality wireless charging is definitely a plus, so I like it. But with that being said, this wraps up my what's in my bag video. I can probably do 2 or 3 different versions of this with other tech that I take sometimes out with me. So stay tuned for that. Leave a comment down below if you want to see those videos, and also what you think about all the products that I have. And also give me a little list about what you use. What is your favorite bag that you like to use on the go? But again, I'll leave links down below to everything that I talked about in this video. Go check it out. If you haven't already, hit those like and subscribe buttons and that notification bell. But like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.